Greg Saltz.
Madam Mayor, Greg Saltz, Ward 3. I'm here to ask you and this board to issue a press release condemning anti-Semitism. Since the terror attack in Israel, there's been a 500% increase in anti-Semitism. I've witnessed it twice right here in Manchester at two different pro-Palestinian rallies, both on Elm Street. Both times they were chanting from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. This is a genocidal chant calling for the elimination of Jews in Israel. Check your Twitter, Madam Mayor. I sent you the video proof. At both rallies, I stood across the street holding an Israeli flag. From the river to the sea is a racist slogan that Rashida Tlaib used during her Capitol Hill insurrection, and it's what caused her to be censured by the House of Representatives over it. And I want to thank Congressman Pappas for voting to censure her. I also want to thank Alderman Ward 8 for standing next to me at one of these events. Both protests were organized by a group called the Party for Socialism and Liberation, PSL. They're communists and a hate group. The October attack in Israel was the largest slaughter of Jews since the Holocaust, and PSL was celebrating right outside this building. 1,200 people were murdered in cold blood. Innocent Jews were beheaded, gang raped, dismembered, and sexually mutilated. Families were tied together and burned alive. Eyeballs were gouged out. Children had their hands and feet cut off. One baby was cooked alive in the oven. 240 souls were abducted and dragged into the Gaza tunnels, including a 9-month-old baby. That night, October 7th, in a show of solidarity, I went to the Manchester Chabad Synagogue with teary eyes. It wasn't easy, but with a heavy heart, we carried on the annual tradition of Simchat Torah by singing and dancing with the Torah. Two of my friends who were at that service, Emil and Sonia, both lost relatives at the attack. Shlomik, Yehudi, and Avraham, rest in peace. 3 days after these barbaric atrocities, Madam Mayor, you went on Twitter and described the savagery as violence. Violence. That's quite an understatement. You concluded that particular tweet by condemning hatred in all its forms. I'm sorry. Manchester expects more than a blue light on top of City Hall and a dog whistle to body politic about moral equivalency. Not long ago, Antifa and Black Lives Matter burned a swath across America in a season of hate. Antifa is a terrorist organization. BLM, that's the most racist organization since the KKK. Anti-white, anti-Jew, everybody knows it. Now we have another hate group making their noise, PSL. How long will this board, or how will this board respond to their genocidal slogans right outside this building? See something, say something. I saw something, I'm saying something. Madam Mayor, the Jewish community is shell-shocked. They know what Palestine Action did yesterday in Merrimack. It was
30 seconds.
It was a violent act of anti-Jew terror. This is too close to home. I'm asking you to lead this body in crafting a response to anti-Semitism. Never again. Never again. Am Yeshua Chai. Shalom.
Scott Spradling.